Sometimes life whispers before it screams, a door closes, a plan fails, a feeling in your heart won't settle. These are not random, these are not accidents, they are signs carefully placed in your path. Many of us rush through life distracted and busy, brushing off these moments as coincidence. But what if those moments were actually messages? What if Allah was calling you, guiding you, warning you, and you kept looking away? Today, we reflect on something powerful. Are we paying attention, or are we ignoring what could save us? Recognizing the subtle signs Allah places in daily life is something that requires a heart that is awake, not just eyes that can see. Many people go through their days noticing everything around them except the deeper meaning behind what is happening to them. Life becomes a routine, waking up, working, interacting, sleeping, without ever pausing to reflect on why certain things unfold the way they do. Yet within these ordinary moments are extraordinary messages, quietly guiding, warning, and reminding. A delay that frustrates you, a conversation that unexpectedly touches your heart, a plan that suddenly changes direction. These are not always coincidences. Sometimes they are carefully placed moments meant to make you pause and think. But the subtlety is what makes them easy to ignore. They do not arrive with loud announcements or clear labels. Instead, they appear in forms that require reflection, sincerity, and a willingness to look beyond the surface. There are times when you feel a discomfort inside you for no obvious reason. You may be surrounded by everything you thought you wanted, yet something feels unsettled. That feeling can be a quiet sign, a gentle nudge urging you to reassess your choices, your path, or your connection with Allah. It is not always about something visibly going wrong. Sometimes the sign is within, in the silence of your own thoughts and emotions. At other times, the signs come through repetition. You try something once and it doesn't work. You try again and it still doesn't work. Doors continue to close in a particular direction no matter how much effort you put in. While persistence is important, there are moments when repeated obstacles are not meant to push you forward, but to redirect you entirely. Recognizing this requires humility, the ability to admit that perhaps what you want is not what is best for you. Even the smallest interactions can carry meaning. A simple piece of advice from someone you did not expect, a reminder you hear at just the right moment, or even something you come across that resonates deeply with your current situation. These moments are easy to brush off, yet they can be among the clearest signs if you are paying attention. The challenge is that they often come wrapped in ordinary experiences, and only a reflective heart can see their true weight. Sometimes blessings themselves are signs. When something good enters your life, it may not only be a reward but also a test, an opportunity to see whether you will become more grateful, more humble, and more connected to Allah, or whether you will become distracted and distant. Recognizing a blessing as a sign means understanding that it carries responsibility, not just enjoyment. The pace of modern life makes it even harder to notice these subtle signs. Constant distractions, endless noise, and the pressure to keep moving forward leave little room for reflection. Without reflection, signs lose their meaning. They pass by unnoticed, like whispers in a crowded room. Slowing down, even briefly, creates space to think, to connect the dots, and to see patterns that would otherwise remain hidden. Recognizing these signs is not about overthinking every detail or assuming every event has a dramatic meaning. It is about developing awareness, a sensitivity to what is happening within you and around you. It is about asking yourself honest questions and being willing to accept answers that may not align with your desires. It is about seeing life not as a series of random events, but as a journey filled with guidance for those who are willing to notice it. Repeated hardships are often misunderstood. Many people immediately see them as punishment, as if every difficulty is a sign that they have been abandoned or that Allah is displeased with them beyond hope. This way of thinking can quietly break a person from within, creating distance instead of closeness. But the reality is far more profound and far more merciful. Not every hardship is meant to destroy you. Many are meant to awaken you. When something difficult happens once, it may simply be a test. But when a certain type of hardship repeats itself in your life, it begins to carry a deeper message. It is no longer just about patience, it is about reflection. Why does this keep happening? What is Allah showing you through this pattern? What is it that you are being invited to notice, to change, or to leave behind? Sometimes repeated hardship is a form of redirection. You may be trying to force your way down a path that is not meant for you, holding tightly to something that is not good for your faith, your character, or your future. You push forward with determination, but the obstacles keep appearing again and again. Each setback feels frustrating, even unfair, but in reality, it may be a form of protection. You are being gently, then firmly, guided away from something you cannot yet see clearly. At other times, these hardships are a call to return. A person may drift away from their connection with Allah without even realizing it. Life becomes busy, priorities shift, and slowly the heart becomes distant. Then difficulties begin to appear one after another, not to push the person further away, but to bring them back. In moments of ease, it is easy to forget. In moments of hardship, the heart begins to search, to question, to turn back. These repeated struggles can be a means of softening a heart that has become hardened by neglect. There are also lessons within repeated hardships that cannot be learned any other way. Patience, humility, reliance on Allah. These are not developed through comfort alone. When you face the same type of challenge repeatedly, it forces you to grow in ways you might have avoided otherwise. It exposes your weaknesses, your reactions, your level of trust. It teaches you where you stand and where you need to improve, not in theory but in reality. Sometimes the repetition itself is the message. It is as if life is asking you the same question over and over again, waiting for a different response. You react with anger the first time, with frustration the second time, with despair the third time. But eventually you begin to respond with patience, with reflection, with trust. The hardship may look the same on the outside, but something within you begins to change, and that internal transformation is part of the purpose. It is also important to understand that repeated hardships are not a sign that your prayers are being ignored. In fact, they may be closely connected to your prayers. You ask for strength, and you are given situations that require strength. You ask for guidance, and you are given moments that force you to choose the right path. You ask for closeness to Allah, and you are given experiences that strip away distractions and bring your focus back to Him. There is a danger, however, in misreading these hardships. If a person only sees pain and never pauses to reflect, they may become bitter instead of better. They may begin to complain rather than understand, to resist rather than accept. The hardship then loses its purpose, not because it was meaningless, but because its message was ignored. Reflection turns hardship into guidance, while neglect turns it into repeated suffering without growth. Repeated hardships carry layers of meaning. They can be a form of purification, removing sins and elevating your status. They can be a form of guidance, redirecting your path. They can be a form of love, drawing you closer to Allah when you have drifted away. They can even be a form of preparation, strengthening you for something greater that lies ahead. Understanding this does not remove the pain, but it changes how you carry it. Instead of asking only, why is this happening to me? You begin to ask, what is this teaching me? And what is Allah showing me through this? And how should I respond in a way that brings me closer rather than further away? Spiritual negligence does not usually happen all at once. It begins quietly, almost unnoticed, through small acts of carelessness that seem insignificant at the time. A missed prayer here, a delayed prayer there, a moment of heedlessness that slowly stretches into a habit. At first, the heart still feels something, a slight discomfort, a sense of guilt, a reminder that something is not right. But when that feeling is ignored repeatedly, it begins to fade. Ignoring guidance is not always about rejecting it openly. More often, it is about delaying it, minimizing it, or convincing yourself that there is still time. You hear a reminder and it touches you for a moment, but you move on without acting. You feel the urge to change, but you tell yourself you will do it later. This pattern slowly builds a barrier between you and what you know is right, not because you lack knowledge, but because you lack response. The danger lies in what this does to the heart over time. The heart is meant to be soft, responsive, alive to the truth. But every time guidance is ignored, it becomes slightly less sensitive. What once moved you deeply begins to feel ordinary. What once made you reflect now passes by without impact. This is how the heart begins to harden, not suddenly, but gradually through repeated neglect. When the heart hardens, the ability to recognize signs weakens. You may still see the same events, hear the same reminders, experience the same situations, but they no longer carry meaning for you. It is as if a layer has formed between you and understanding. You start to rely only on what is visible and immediate, losing the deeper awareness that once helped you connect events to purpose. Spiritual negligence also creates a false sense of comfort. A person may begin to feel that everything is fine simply because there are no immediate consequences. Life continues, responsibilities are met, and outwardly things may appear stable. This can be misleading because the absence of immediate difficulty is not always a sign of being on the right path. Sometimes it is a test in itself, whether you will recognize the need to return before being shaken by something more serious. Ignoring guidance can also lead to justification. Instead of acknowledging a mistake, a person begins to explain it away, to normalize it, to find reasons why it is not as serious as it seems. This weakens accountability and makes it easier to continue down the same path. Over time, actions that once felt wrong begin to feel acceptable, and the line between right and wrong becomes blurred. There is also a subtle loss that comes with this negligence, the loss of clarity. When a person is connected to guidance, decisions feel more grounded and there is a sense of direction. But when that connection weakens, confusion increases. Choices become harder, uncertainty grows, and the sense of purpose begins to fade. This is not because guidance is no longer available, but because it is no longer being sought or recognized. Another aspect of this danger is how it affects one's relationship with reminders. Instead of welcoming them, a person may begin to avoid them. They may feel uncomfortable hearing truth, not because it is unclear, but because it demands change. This avoidance creates distance from the very sources that could bring clarity and peace. The longer this state continues, the more difficult it becomes to return, not because the path back is closed, but because the willingness to take it weakens. What once required a small effort now feels like a major step. What once was a simple correction now feels overwhelming. This is how delay turns into distance, and distance turns into disconnection. Yet even within this state, signs continue to appear. Moments of reflection still come, even if they are brief. A sudden awareness, a passing thought, a feeling that something is missing. These are opportunities that remain open. The danger is not that guidance disappears, but that it is consistently overlooked until it no longer feels urgent. Signs do not always come in dramatic or extraordinary forms. In fact, many of the most powerful signs are delivered through the most ordinary channels, people, everyday moments, and the quiet voice within your own heart. Because they appear so naturally, they are often dismissed, overlooked, or explained away, even though they may carry exactly the guidance you need at that time. One of the most common ways signs reach you is through people. Someone may say something to you casually without realizing the impact it has, yet their words strike a place deep within you. It may be advice, a reminder, or even a simple question that makes you pause and think. At times, it may come from someone close to you, a friend, a parent, a colleague, or even from someone you barely know. The source may seem ordinary, but the timing and relevance make it meaningful. The challenge is that pride can sometimes prevent you from accepting these signs. You may focus on who is speaking instead of what is being said, and in doing so, you miss the message entirely. There are also moments when multiple people tell you similar things, each from a different perspective. When the same message begins to appear repeatedly through different voices, it is not something to ignore. It becomes a pattern that calls for attention, a signal that there is something you need to reflect on more seriously. But if you brush it off as coincidence, or assume everyone is simply misunderstanding you, you may miss an important opportunity for growth and correction. Signs also come through moments, situations that unfold in ways you did not expect. You may find yourself in a position where something forces you to stop, to think, or to reconsider your direction. These moments can be small, like a delay that interrupts your plans, or significant, like a major change that shifts your entire path. In both cases, the moment itself carries a message, but it requires awareness to see it. Without reflection, it is easy to move on quickly, focusing only on what was lost or disrupted, rather than what was revealed. Sometimes a moment brings clarity you were not actively seeking. You may come across something, a conversation, a reminder, an experience that suddenly makes things make sense. It answers a question you had not fully formed, or addresses a concern you had been carrying quietly. These moments are often brief, but their impact can be lasting if you allow yourself to pause and absorb what they are showing you. Then there are the signs that come from within, the feelings that cannot easily be explained. A sense of unease when you are about to do something questionable, or a feeling of peace when you are moving in the right direction. These internal signals are subtle but powerful. They are not random emotions. They can be indicators of alignment or misalignment with what is right. Ignoring them repeatedly can dull your sensitivity, making it harder to distinguish between what feels right and what is simply familiar. Honor feelings can also act as warnings. You may feel hesitant about a decision, even when everything appears fine on the surface. This hesitation is not always fear. Sometimes it is a form of awareness, a sign that you need to slow down and reconsider. At other times, you may feel drawn towards something good, a sense of calm encouragement that pushes you to take a step forward in the right direction. What makes these signs through people, moments, and feelings particularly challenging is their subtlety. They do not force themselves upon you. They do not demand attention in a loud or obvious way. Instead, they require you to be present, to listen, and to reflect. In a life filled with distractions, it becomes easy to overlook them, to move quickly from one thing to another without giving yourself the chance to understand what is being shown to you. Recognizing these forms of signs also requires humility. It means accepting that guidance can come through unexpected sources, that not every message will align with your preferences, and that sometimes what you need to hear is not what you want to hear. It means being open enough to consider that even a small moment or a simple feeling can carry significance beyond what appears on the surface. When you begin to pay attention to these signs, patterns start to emerge. You notice connections between what you feel, what you experience, and what you hear from others. Life begins to feel less random and more purposeful. But this awareness only develops when you choose to slow down, to observe, and to take these subtle signals seriously instead of dismissing them as coincidence or overthinking. My brothers and sisters, life is not just a series of random events. It is filled with meaning, direction, and signs placed with precision and wisdom. Every feeling that unsettles you, every hardship that repeats, every reminder that reaches you, and every moment that makes you pause, none of it is without purpose. The real question is not whether Allah is sending you signs. The question is whether you are willing to see them. Because when you begin to ignore these signs, you don't just miss a moment. You risk losing clarity, direction, and connection. The heart slowly becomes distant, and what once guided you begins to feel silent, not because it disappeared, but because it was repeatedly overlooked. But no matter how far a person has gone, the door is never closed. As long as you are alive, the signs continue. The opportunity to return remains. The chance to correct, to realign, to reconnect is always there. So take a moment and reflect on your life. Look at the patterns, the feelings, the situations you have been through. Ask yourself honestly what they are telling you. And when you recognize a sign, do not delay. Act upon it with sincerity, with humility, and with trust, because guidance is not just in seeing the sign, it is in responding to it before it is too late.